show off the cards I have accumulated so far. So, as of recently, I just started getting into Pokemon cards again. And, I did used to collect these back in middle school to freshman year of high school, I believe, but I stopped because I got into other things, and at the time I was opening blaster packs, the booster packs, and they were pretty pricey. They were like what, $4 or $5, and I felt like I wasn't really getting the cards I wanted. I mean, and it does add up. And but I recently got back into it because I got a Japanese booster box from Surging Sparks, and I had tons of fun opening it up, and I got some pretty cool cards, and just as of recently, I went to the mall with my friend. We opened up some bags, and I got some nice cards as well. And just in general, there's a lot of card shops near where I live, and yeah, lots of hobby shops, and they sell a lot of individual Pokemon cards, usually like the full arts and all that good stuff. And I didn't realize how, well, I don't want to say they're cheap, but a lot of the full art cards that I thought were pretty neat were pretty cheap and affordable, and they were like the same price as opening like one booster pack. And I was like, between one booster pack that I'm not sure what I'm gonna get, and like a guaranteed like full art card for like $4, to me it's like a no-brainer. Like, duh. Unless you really want to like go for cards because of value, or maybe like your favorite card is like $80 or $100 and some stupidly expensive price, and you just want to test your luck, then yeah, I suppose so. But for me, I'm guilty of opening some packs, yeah, but for the most part, just try to buy individual cards. And I did just go out earlier and yesterday, and I bought some cards, and I wanted to show off what I have. And I have them all stored in this Elite Trainer box. I believe this is from Champion's Path. I'm not too familiar with that set, since I just get back into it. So I'm not too familiar about Champion's Path, but it has a VMAX Charizard and all the different energies on the box. And I got this at a local card shop, hobby shop, for like $2.50, and it came with like the dice and the little damage effect counters and some dividers. And I think it was worth it, because now I have somewhere to put my cards. And let me open this up. We'll put this aside, and I do have some things in here. So first off, I have the cards, which I'm gonna show in a minute, but I also have sleeves. Oh, sorry, that's loud. I have like clear sleeves. I got these from Daiso. I believe they were like $1.50. They're pretty cheap, so I got them. Even though I'm not sure if it depends what type of protector you get. But for me it doesn't really matter, because I put them in the top loaders either way. I put them in these either way, so it doesn't really make a difference for me. Or I don't know, someone correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, okay, my bad, I'm back. So I have the Cyrus sleeves, and if you know anything about Cyrus, then you know that he's a pretty popular card in Pokemon TCG mobile, and it's I got this off Facebook Marketplace. I saw some dude selling them for like $5 is all the sleeves, and so I got it. It's pretty nice. You got the Punch Girl in a bag, and the man himself, the man, the myth, the legend. Yeah, and I don't know why I just have a random Jirachi thrown in there. Honestly, there you go. I mean, if any of you know how to read Japanese, you can read that, but me, I have no idea what that says. I just know it looks kind of nice. Let's see, and then here's the dividers I was talking about. Pretty neat, pretty neat. These are pretty nice. I should probably use them to divide my collection, but my collection is like all over the place anyway, so it really makes a difference. And not just have like a random pink sleeve. Yeah, I paid $10 for a pink sleeve, guys. Super rare pink sleeve. And for the cards, I'm gonna show you what I have here. Okay. So we're gonna start off with the big boy. The big man himself. Sorry. A Charizard. What do you call these? Is it when you terrorize him? Terror crystal, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's a pretty nice card. This is the Japanese one, and I just thought it looked pretty nice. I got this at the card shop, the hobby shop, and it was pretty inexpensive. Honestly, I thought it was gonna be worth like $80, but no, I think I only got it for like $10. But I thought it was pretty neat. A lot of these are the first like 8 are from Shining Treasures, which is a Japanese set. And then here's the back. Oh yeah, $2. If you ever wondered what it looked like in the back of these Japanese packs, okay. So yeah, so essentially what this set is it's just a bunch of shiny Pokemon. Here we got the Gardevoir. This was the first one I got from this set, I believe. I got this at the mall, at a card shop called Legends, if you're familiar with that. But yeah, very beautiful card. I like her. This is one of my favorite shiny. Okay, and then we have what's that? Honestly, I forgot what this dude's name was, but I believe it was Santa Scorch. Santa Scorch, I believe. And he looks pretty neat in this one. I like his design. Yeah, it's pretty neat. I wonder what this ability is. 4 energy for 180 damage. It's pretty neat. And here we have the, is it Noivern or Noibat? I believe it's, or maybe it's something else. But yeah, I got this dude too. Actually, this is one of the few Pokemon where I don't really like the shiny. I think I like the regular form, the non-shiny form a bit better. And well, I mean, I guess I only got this guy just to complete the set, but I mean, he still looks pretty neat. Oh, dragon type. Fortress. I only know this dude's name, or I remember his name because I do search this card up just to see what card I was missing from the sets, and he was one of them. And yeah, it's just basically a clam with like 2 eyes, unless you want to think of that as his nostrils. And This, I genuinely don't remember this Pokemon's name. I know it's one of the starters that you get from the newer games, and this is its final form. But yeah, just a little flamboyant duck. Looks pretty neat, pretty nice. It's a pretty neat card. I like it. Alright, next one. 10 Toadscrew. The Toadscrew. I got the English one, and I believe I genuinely, actually, I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know what set this is from the American one. Is it Shining Fates? I'm not sure. But yeah, I just got it because, I mean, I couldn't find the Japanese one, even though I was trying to go like with the theme of Japanese shiny treasures, but this is the only one I could find. But I mean, I don't mind. It's not like it's one of my best, like most loved Pokemon in my opinion, but hey, looks a bit weird. Looks like a mosquito with like 2 tumors on his head. This one. Alright, as of 2 hours ago, I remembered its name because I just recently picked this up today. But it's like essentially what it is it's an ostrich, like an ostrich Pokemon. And I'm assuming it's not that good because I mean it only has one move. But I see 30 plus, so I'ma assume that maybe it's a flip a coin until you get tails. And it does 30 damage. Or maybe it could be, 30 times the amount of energy or 30 times the amount of Pokemon your opponent has on its bench. This one's pretty nice as well. Glimora. This is one of the newer Pokemon. Honestly, I wouldn't have had got this card if it wasn't so cheap. This one is one like the most that this Pokemon doesn't get as much love. Which I mean I guess like it looks like a flower, but like with like 2 awkward looking eyes. Yeah, but I mean the color. The color is really beautiful on this card. It's like a blue turquoise, baby blue color. It's really pretty. I like the colors on it. The Pokemon, not so much. Wigglytuff. This I got from the same seller on Facebook. Yeah, I got Wigglytuff. That's a pretty cute Pokemon, and there's a balloon therapy. Once during your turn, you may attach a therapeutic energy card from your hand to one of your Pokemon, and magical shot, which does 100 damage. I think this one was called the Frigibass. Little dinosaur dude. He looks pretty neat too. I like this suit. I had him in Pokemon Violet, or I have him in Pokemon Violet, and he turns into like this big Godzilla looking dude. He's pretty good. He's a pretty good Pokemon. I think he's what you call a pseudo legendary. He's really nice. I only have the normal one. I don't have the shiny one in game, unfortunately. But yeah, it's pretty neat little dude. Mag Cargo. I thought this one was pretty neat too. Actually, this might be one of my favorite like older Pokemon. Cause I remember he was in. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he was in Ruby, Pokemon Ruby. Cause I know for a fact he was in Pokemon Pearl. But I think back when I had my Game Boy, I had him in Ruby. But yeah, it's pretty nice too. Hoopa. Actually don't know like anything about this guy. I just thought he looked pretty cool. Lux Tumo's Energy Crush, and Bandit's Fist. Pretty cool card. This is one of my recent pickups as well. I think this card is amazing. It looks awesome. I just think this card just looks really, really nice. Mewtwo V with the man himself right there. And then the background that they chose is so nice. I think this is like one of the more well done cards. It's just really nice to look at. It's very aesthetically pleasing to look at. Yeah, it has a super cycle and transfer break. And this I got from the Surging Sparks booster box I was talking about earlier. I had researched the box, and I guess it was given to me. The box was given to me, and I just wanted to see like what cards it had in the set. And actually, to be honest with you, I'm not really a big Pikachu fan, or I don't know what the cards there were in the set, but I wasn't really a big fan of the set. The only two cards I wanted were Melodic and Hydreigon, the secret rare. But, I mean, I just assumed I wasn't gonna get it, but no, I actually got this. And I was actually really super happy to get this. I think this card is worth a bit. I know the American one is probably like $80, but the Japanese one is probably like $50, $60. And for good reason. Well, it looks really nice. Everything looks so nice on this card. You know, even the energy is like embossed. It's a really nice card. One of my top favorite cards for sure. Another Hydreigon I got from the shop. And let's see. Yep, I got it for $5. Which I mean, I didn't mind because Hydreigon is one of my favorite Pokemon. A lot of the Dragon type Pokemon from the XY era are my favorite. They're really nice looking and cool. I'm not sure what set this is from, but it's pretty nice. Sorry, just had to check the battery on my phone. I might have to speed this up. Another Hydreigon that I got from the booster box, but this is just the normal EX one. Yeah, it's nothing too special, but it looks really nice. I got this from a card shop I go to a lot. Latias EX. Unfortunately, I don't think they had Latios, or I would have got them both. But yeah, Latias is a really nice card as well. Also one of my favorite older Pokemon. Such a simple design, but so effective. It looks so nice. Latias EX. Skyliner. Your basic Pokemon in play have no retreat cost. It's a pretty nice card. I like it. And Zoroark. This is a really nice set. I think this is from, I'm not sure if it's from Battle Partners. I'm not too familiar with the sets, to be honest. I need to do more research, but I think this is in Journey Together, right? Yeah, and I had to have this just because at the moment I'm playing Pokemon, or I just finished playing Pokemon Black, and I thought it was a pretty good game. This dude, well, I feel like he had good intentions. He just is a bit lost. He was manipulated, I guess you could say, from that one dude, which I forgot the name of. But yeah, I thought this was a pretty neat find. And I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of the cards I have are Japanese, and that being because the Japanese cards usually tend to be printed heavily, so there's a lot of them, and because of that, And Japanese booster boxes have a better pull rate because I think in Japan it's illegal to gamble. So by law they kind of have to have better pull rates, I guess. And additionally, the art is always better. Like just the way these cards are manufactured, everything's better. Like the embossing, the printing, it's all better. So yeah, I would recommend if you're someone trying to get into it and you want to get like the nice cards just for the art, like you just want to look at the nice pretty pictures, I would recommend getting the Chinese or the Japanese ones or French. Anything other than English. English is always going to be expensive. Why? Is it because they're better? No, it's just because of the rarity. They're a bit more scarce. I think. Talking smack about English, and here I have an English card, Mela. I forgot what game this is from. What train is this? From what game? I believe it's from. Is it Sword and Shield? Sorry, I forgot. But I just thought this one looked really nice. There's a little turtle Pokemon right there. Pokemon, yeah. It's just a pretty neat hairdo. It's pretty nice. It says, you can use this card only if one of your Pokemon were knocked out during your opponent's last turn. Attach a basic fire energy card from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon. If you do, draw a card until you have 6 cards in your hand. Yep. Scaladurge EX. This is actually my starter that I got in Violet. I thought it looked pretty cool. It's a neat looking crocodile. Alligator. Yeah, I was pretty happy to get this one. Metagross. This is one of my favorite cards in my collection. Solely because usually in every game I play, I always have a Metagross. With me. Because Metagross just such a good Pokemon. I know one of my favorite abilities he has in game is a clear body. And essentially what it is that he's immune to stat changes. Yeah, so you can't do any stat changes on him. Yeah, it looks pretty neat in this card as well. Very well done. Executor. I got this in a pack. I don't have this because I wanted to. I just have it. And I feel like that's enough said about this Pokemon. Semazier. Yeah, this is actually I have this card because I'm still trying to learn about the V-Star cards. And from my understanding, they basically have like one move. You can only use once in your gameplay. And I just never seen one, so I just got it. It was pretty inexpensive too. It was like $2, so I was like, why not? And he's an older, well-known fan favorite Pokemon. Yveltal. Actually got this from one of the booster boxes I bought at a hobby shop, and I got this. Turns out he's worth like a bit, not really much, but it just looks really nice. This card looks really nice. I mean, it's a very nice card. See, I like how when the light hits it, you just see all these vibrant colors, which is funny for like this god of destruction, crazy Pokemon. It's really nice. Is it Magnezone, or Magneto? I forgot. But this one I bought from the Surging Sparks box. Really nice. Really nice. I'll let the art speak for itself. Not really one of my favorite Pokemon, but the art is pretty nice. this card. I just had to have it. And like I said, a lot of these full art cards, they look really nice and they're pretty inexpensive. I think this was only like $3. So I had to pick it up. Obviously, if you're like me and you have no self-control, 2 to 3 cards, pretty often does add up. But, that's what, I think they call that an addiction. Yeah, but is it really an addiction if it makes you happy? Oh wait, never mind, that's probably really bad advice. Never mind. I got this Cramorant, and I just think he's a funny looking Pokemon. I really like this Pokemon just because of his design. I just think he looks really goofy. He looks so lost. He doesn't know what's even going on. But yeah, he just looks so funny. I don't know, every time I just have a big smile on my face whenever I see him. He just looks so goofy, and I really like how they laid out this card. I feel like the background really makes him pop. It complements him. He has a beak catch and spit shot. Freaky bird. And this is the last card. One of my favorite Pokemon. I say that a lot, but I mean, there's like 1,000 Pokemon, and I have my favorites. Houndoom V. This Pokemon evolves from the other one, right? I forgot what it was called. Houndour, I think it is. But from my understanding, the V cards usually are basic, no matter what the evolution stage is. It's just a basic card, so you can just place it down from the start. I really like this card because I just like the character, and the background gives off Resident Evil vibes. If you know the umbrella logo, from Resident Evil, I'm a pretty big Resident Evil fan, so it's like a 2-in-1. It kind of looks like the umbrella logo, and then Houndoom in the front. It looks really nice. He has a Searing Flame, and Vengeful Flame. But yeah, that's basically my Pokemon card collection, and I do have quite a few, and this may surprise you, but I've only been collecting, I've only been collecting for like a couple months, but this is all I have so far. I usually tend to buy them like multiple at a time, which is really bad, but I mean, they make me happy, and I'm not spending like $50, $100 only to get like 3 full arts from one booster box. Like, at that point, I might as well just get like, I don't know, like 20 full arts for $100 or something like that. To me, it just feels more logical just because, you do spend a lot, especially right now with the resellers, are kind of ruining the hobby and the hype around it, which to me is crazy because when I was a kid, Pokemon cards were always something that were so easily accessible, and most of the time, it was for kids, I mean, I'm aware that this is basically like a kids trading card game, but I'm a grown kid. But yeah, here's all my cards. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that. But I don't know if I'm